I'm spoiling you guys too much. You guys get 2 videos in a week? Insane, dog. I don't know. I might have to take another 3-week break or something from uploading. You guys are working me. What's up, y'all? Dark Show TCG here, and yesterday these OP-11 leaders got revealed. We got 3 new leaders, so today we're just going to take a look at them, give you my thoughts and opinions on them, and then look at it like a deck list for one of them that we found online. So let's start it off with Monkey D. Luffy. He is a blue-purple leader, 3 life, 6k power, Straw Hat Crew. He is, I think, our like second 6k leader or our third 6k leader. So it's Whitebeard, Luffy, and then another Luffy. His effects are, you may activate this effect at the start of your turn. So this means that before your refresh phase, before your dawn phase, at the very start of your turn, before any of your phases, you have to use this effect if you meet the conditions. Not have to, it's optional, but you can use this effect before any of your other plays start for the turn. Anyway, if you have 8 or more dawn, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal 1 Straw Hat Crew type card and add it to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So this card has like Perona / 3-cost Dofi effect in it, as well as searching for any Straw Hat Crew type card, meaning it can search events like Red Rock, it can search characters like 9-cost Sanji. And then it has double synergy with 9-cost Sanji in being able to stack the top card of your deck so that at the very start of your turn, let's say you're on 8 dawn going to 10, or and then you get to play that Sanji, and then you already know what that next top card of your deck is, and you get to play out another card. Purple has really good top end nowadays with the recent sets that have come out, so this might actually be one of the leaders that can make 9-cost Sanji playable. Previously we had Marco and then like other like mixed leaders or mono blue leaders experiment with the card, but because blue is lacking in good top end and other colors just have better top end, this might actually be the leader that can make that card playable. So after 5 sets, maybe we'll see 9-cost Sanji actually be viable. Personally, how I feel about the leader, I think he's cool. I don't think he's like the best leader possible. Just because like 6k is strong, 3 life is, you know, interesting. We already have RP Luffy, who does pretty similar things. I feel as if that this color combination isn't super synergistic, mainly because a lot of our like green or a lot of our blue purple leaders already aren't that good, except Reiju. But Reiju has like super custom support to her, and even then she just has like consistency issues. But if I'm gonna rate this leader out of 10, actually I'll rate this leader out of 5. I'll give it like a, without support I'll give it like a 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. It already has a whole bunch of Straw Hat support, but I kind of want to see more like custom support. We'll check out the deck list for it a little bit later. Next leader. Also, by the way, to see these leaders, we are in my new Discord server, Dark Show TCG's Time Chamber. Reach out to me on Twitter. I made a new Twitter account as well because of things. We tried to fight the power and it didn't work. Yeah, okay, we have Jinbei. We finally get a Jinbei leader. We're closer to having all of the Straw Hat Crew representing the leaders. I think we're just missing Brooke, Frankie, and I think that's about it. Let me know if I'm missing anybody in the comments, but we're just missing like Brooke and Frankie right now. Anyway, Jinbei, green leader, 5,000 power, Fishman, Straw Hat Crew. End of your turn. If you have 6 or less cards in hand, set up to one of your Fishmen or Merfolk type character cards, and up to 1 dawn is active. So it's pretty simple leader. I don't think his ability is as oppressive as like Bonnie. Green, in my opinion, isn't really much of a color. The only reason why like green gets represented nowadays is because Bonnie just has such an insane leader ability. So she is kind of like the standard for what a competitive green leader should be, and I don't think Jinbei meets that standard. Obviously, you know, based on like the fishermen we have right now, it's not a lot to go off of, so I'm gonna assume he's gonna get more cards in OP-11 that will help support his fishman archetype, because right now primarily the fishmen we have are like the Hody Jones support, and they take life. I don't think Jinbei wants to take life, but you never know. The ability itself, untapping a Fishman or a Merfolk character. Maybe if we have some cool character, like if we get like a Fishman Cavendish that untaps Dawn, or we get a Fishman that like rests. I think we already have Fishman that rests with like Hyozo. and stuff like that when attacking, and then being able to untap it and protect it. And even untapping blockers has value. So just being able to untap Fishman for free, with the only restriction being like you have like less than 6 cards in hand, is really neat. I think as a base, just having a good generic ability sets him above other leaders. So he's really, like with the rest of these leaders, he's entirely dependent on support. So if we see some good fishmen, I think this leader will just be good as well. Other than that, he still is kind of middle of the road for me. We'll have to wait and see. Personally, I think I'm going to give him like a 3.5 without support. Or actually, I'll just give him a solid 3. He's really dependent on that support. Just kind of giving me like red green chopper vibes, right? Where like that leader, he got in a decent amount of support with 3-cost chopper, but like if you're gonna play animals and stuff like that, you may as well just play Zoro. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Shirahoshi. So we have another princess leader, 5-life dual color leader. This leader cannot attack. Shirahoshi, green yellow leader, 5-life, 5,000 power, Merfolk Fishman Island. This leader cannot attack. Activate main once per turn. You may rest one of your Dawn cards and flip the top card of your life face up. You may play one character card with the Sea King type, or one Megalo character card with a cost equal to or less than the total Dawn on your board. So I don't know if the translation is like a little bit weird towards the end when it comes to Dawn on your board, but it in my mind it plays like Calgara, the yellow leader from OP-08, I think, in which like you're using a Dawn and then you're like manipulating life to play a character, to cheat out a character, meaning this can kind of be like a go wide deck. The disadvantage of this leader is that being that she can't swing. However, it's kind of like Vegapunk and Calgara, in which you can just cheat out multiple bodies a turn. So you can use your leader ability and then play out a 5-drop on 5 Dawn. You can use your leader ability, play out a 3-drop on 3 Dawn, 4-drop on 4 Dawn, you know? So like you can play a 4-drop from your leader ability, then play a 3-drop on 4 Dawn. You can play a 5-drop from leader ability and then a 4-drop on 5 Dawn. And stuff like that, like Calgara things. They've been trying to make green yellow work for a while. Yamato was a pretty decent green yellow leader. Arlong was not a decent green yellow leader. And that green yellow Law, he's pretty cool. He's pretty decent. I see a lot of experimentation, but that's more like a passion project. I do think just because she has the capability of like cheating out some insane units and 2 units per turn, she has a lot more potential than something like Calgara. And then the fact that we already have like I think 2 sets of fishmen that she can play with, I'm really interested in seeing this Megalo character, because what Calgara is missing and what Vegapunk is missing is like boss monsters that they can cheat out on like the high Dawn turns. So imagine being able to cheat out like on 10 Dawn as like Calgara, being able to cheat out a 9 Dawn unit and then playing like a Yamato or something, right? That's what we're kind of missing. So maybe if we can get like something that isn't like a 6/8 vanilla like Calgara, this Shirahoshi can go to the moon. I'm personally not interested in any of these leaders coming out. I'll give her same thing. I'll give her like I hate giving like the same middle of the pack leaders. Like these leaders aren't bad. It's just that they aren't like a mind shattering to me. You know, I'm not reading the ability and I'm like, holy moly, this leader is nuts, right? Like you would read with like other leaders. So yeah, I don't know. I'm more excited about, you know, the potential of a Kobe leader, because OP-11 is returned back to Whole Cake, but they are introducing Sword. So shout out Latasio. Latasio's the one who like theorized this list, posted this list, and this is Pretenders Reiju is the new blue purple Luffy leader. So we have 9-cost Sanji, 6-cost Law, 4-cost Bounce Law, Bon Clay, Zorojuro. Really good synergy here because you're already a 3-life leader, so this is active the second you put it down. Staple 2k blocker, Sanji, Straw Hat, all of that. Another staple card. It helps remove annoying cards on the board. It can help go for lethal. This searches almost everything in your deck except like the Douglas Bullet. Yeah, it literally searches everything in your deck except the Douglas Bullet, the Gum Gum Rain, and the Giant, because this cannot hit 2-cost or less. 9-cost Luffy, it helps close out games, gets you value, really good body towards the late game. Douglas Bullet, this card, if I'm not mistaken, it's activate main return 4 Dawn, rest 2 5 or lesses, and then it gains double attack. So this guy's a bully, and it's an 8/10, so it has vanilla stats. Being able to play this off of a Sanji in the next turn, like help go for lethal, is crazy. Usohachi taps a 5 or less if you have 8 or more Dawn. We have Luffy Taro Sangoro combo, so you can go Sanji into Luffy Taro into Sangoro things. Zoro Joro to search for more Straw Hats, so this can search your giants in your Gum Gum Reigns. Luffy Taro for Luffy Taro shenanigans. And zero cost event, because you do play a lot of bricks in this deck, and I know I didn't cover it, but this law pretty much, if you on play, if you have like 6 or more or 5 or more cards in hand, your opponent trashes a life or something like that. It's another Heart Pirates that you can search. It's another target off of Sanji. It's also something else to play in the mid game. It doesn't have any counter, and it's a 6/7, so I don't really know how I feel about it. Honestly, I think this is pretty cool without any support from OP-11. So we'll see how it is when it comes out. I kind of like the list. It's like a combo list that just does nothing but ramp in the early game. In my opinion, it could use some blockers, so like some Robin blockers, just so that like we don't like die and get aggro down early, and then maybe some removal. Also, I'm not sure why this bounce law is here, because our leader isn't a warlord, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, no, our leader isn't a warlord, so this bounce law is like a slot. This could be like blocker law to pitch cards from our opponent's hand, you know. All right, guys, last thing I want to talk about here is just the general information about OP-11. It will be titled Fist of Godspeed, and it will be released March 1st in Japan. For us, it'll probably come out like 3 months after, so like March, April, May, June. So like April, May, or June, around that time, probably May. And it's gonna be the set focused on Whole Cake Island, Fishman Island, get some more stuff, and then many characters from Sword will appear as new themes. Today they're giving us 3 leader cards. I already went over them. And then the special anniversary, like Luffy's. I don't know which anniversary it is, because the card game gets like its yearly anniversary in December. It may be the anniversary of like Worlds, but this looks kind of crazy. Hopefully these aren't like too crazy to pull, because I've always wanted like a Gear 5 manga. It's really, I think it's one of the better looking mangas / best looking manga. That's really cool. But yeah, so I'm coping on a Kobe leader. I really hope we get a meta Kobe leader, because Kobe's one of my favorite characters in the One Piece universe. It's like Kobe, Sabo, Law. Very, very weird lineup. Those characters have nothing to do with each other. Yeah, it's like Kobe, Sabo, Law are like my favorite characters. So we don't have a super good Sabo leader. We don't have a super good, well, no, all of our Law leaders are like banned. Or not banned, but like our Law leaders have been power crept and banned. So we're just praying on a Kobe leader, man. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys have a good one. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about these leaders in the comments, how you guys feel. Did I disrespect your favorite leader? If so, you gotta hold that. Anyway, peace out, guys.